Hello, everybody. I probably should have did this before, but I'm going to share this real quick on a couple of different websites. Alrighty, I'm just going to go for a little walk or whatever, and as I walk and enjoy this beautiful sun, oh my goodness. As I walk and enjoy this beautiful sun, I'm going to just give a little bit of wisdom, and anybody that wants to talk or whatever can come along and join. So, it's just a really beautiful day. As I said yesterday, happy late Father's Day yesterday, and happy late Father's Day to anybody who wasn't able to see me yesterday. And peace and blessings to everybody. Who doesn't cause harm and this and that. I'm really hoping that throughout time that people will begin to be more kind to each other and not harm each other. That's really the only thing I really think about. Like, and when I say that, I don't just mean on an individual basis, because a lot of times when I see streamers and whatnot, I'll see them talking. For instance, I've been seeing the church talk a lot about tithing lately and stuff like that, and I've been seeing a lot of people's opinions on it. And the thing is, I know certain things are written in scripture, and even when I go read those scriptures, I can understand from a real standpoint what's happening. Because essentially, if let's say you have a man that owns a business, and this man that owns the business is doing whatever for a community. So maybe he's selling tacos or something like that, and in the midst of him selling tacos, he building up his little business, his little house, and he doing what he got to do. At the same time, he respecting his customers. And when I say respecting his customers, maybe prices stay low or affordable, but at the same time, his prices have to complement his business. Well, if you look at any type of trade and then look at that in terms of religion and whatnot, well, if somebody is healing a bunch of people, and or somebody is giving people loving encouragement, and or even in creating an encampment, which is what I think a church is anyway, just like a big encampment. But when somebody when somebody is excuse me, sorry, when somebody is creating something like that, then you're taking from a source. We'll call it the word or whatever. A lot of people have taken from the word and have not given back what the word has asked to do. So if the word is asking for an institution to, okay, let's say there's a church that has 100 members, and all these members are employed, and they're making this money, right? And they're giving to the church. When they give to the church, and when they do that, the word is then asking that they help people who don't have anything. I'll give you an example. I'll give you my heart. Let's say I have a huge mega church, huge, and I got millions of dollars. None of that money is mine, so to speak. Okay, so I don't want to. This from my heart. This is what I'm trying to explain to people. I'm not saying anybody else is wrong, because they're going to do what they're going to do. But what I am saying is, from my heart, if I had all this stuff, it wouldn't even be about like the church or the Bible or none of that. It would be, if I had money, why wouldn't I help? I was watching a stream. And they were talking about the tithing in the church and whatnot. And then I was watching a couple other influencers talking about how the church is robbing people. And that's frustrating. Even, it's not even just the church, it's the corporate world, it's the job market, it's the governments. In this world we live in, people are basically destroying each other. They're basically hoarding and harboring a bunch of resources and income, and then they're starving the general public. That's not how a society's supposed to work. And I know, honestly, the point of even having a government, because if everybody's paying, you're not going to be able to evenly give everybody that money. The point is, there should be an infrastructure or a system to where we're not having people rely on constant assistance. And if we do, that's because they're really messed up. So, I don't know. I just, like, okay, back to even the church. Like the Pope dude, The Pope, the Vatican, these evangelical churches, these the Protestants and evangelicals and all you guys, these huge institutions, you guys might like do a little soup kitchen here and there, but the amount of millions, like these pastors with jets, I try to contain my anger sometimes because so all you like, because I don't want to speak bad into the air. You know, what people got or what they got, but it infuriates me. What's that? It infuriates me when I see people with all this money, these corporations. You go to these like corporations in the city, and these huge buildings, and there's like millions and billions of dollars poured into these resources and stuff, and people don't really they don't really think to help. It's really the idea of the Christmas story, Scrooge and Tiny Tim and his father who had to work and was basically still poor, but Scrooge was rich because he was trying to hoard his riches. And so, you know, it's sickening sometimes to see how the world treats each other. You know, a lot of this money that's going around within the corporate world and this religious world, it's going to be given to the poor and it's going to be helped. It's going to be given to everybody to help and build a new infrastructure for humanity. And it's going to be done in a way that's not violent or anything. People are going to start helping each other because if they don't, like, you know, I can only say so many times that I am getting upset. And when I say that, I'm not saying that I have control, me personally, over you. What I'm trying to warn you all and tell you all is that you're going to continue to destroy yourselves because the bigger the institution is, the more slaves. And when I say slaves, I'm not saying enslave people. What I'm saying is this is how they treat people, so to speak. The bigger the institution, the more hands they're going to need. And as they keep building these big, because even if you look at the word corporation plant, that's plantation. Corporation plant, plantation, corp oration. So, you know, I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to just speak to people for a little bit and give them some righteous advice because no matter what I say to anybody, it's up to who they are to even listen. You know what I mean? I smoke cigarettes, disclaimer. I don't advocate for anybody to ever smoke cigarettes, but in the midst of my journey, I seem to have picked them up. So this is my warning to you for people who don't smoke cigarettes. Okay, anyways. All right. Sometimes the wind can be blowing in. So back to the idea of tithing and helping people, you know what I mean? Like, I know you guys are bound by some scriptures and words, I guess, but the thing is, be bound by this. Give to the poor and needy. Help people who need it. I'm not talking to all these small congregations. I'm not talking to these small time people. Oh, I have to give to the church so it can go to the needy. No, we've had enough of that. I'm talking about you actual mega churches. On average, churches make 200 racks a year. Are you kidding me? But people out here surviving on McDonald's income and these other incomes and fast food restaurant incomes for like 15 an hour. People out here on mega yachts and boats taking something and then putting other people in ghettos and hoods and stuff, man. It's fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Is this how humanity treats each other? Is this how you guys want to play with pretty words and say, oh, the Lord this and that, and I'm covered and I'm healed with the sparkling of this and that, while the whole world just treats each other terribly? It makes no sense. You know what I mean? Only until really people start to dig deep and understand the inside. That's why I even say I am who I am, because that's not like some type of magical. If you basically put that in your heart, I am. You can go from there, and then in the heart you can heal, and then others can be healed. It's not some magical algorithm. The magical algorithm comes from that book that puts a bunch of words in people and programs them like Python. But you know, I'm just trying to give righteous advice. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times life can be cold. You know what I mean? And the only way it's going to get warm again is with the right oil. Because without oil, the engine's not going to run. And I see a lot of people. I see in the scientific community, they talk about singularity. I'm telling you, with the type of programming that's out here, if somebody tries to jump in and see what they call it a hyperdrive, Star Trek. Uh, People playing with stuff. So you go into hyperdrive without a proper programming in the hearts, they're gonna hyperdrive into a brick wall, if that makes sense. And I'm not trying to prophecy against anybody else, because when you knowledge is knowledge, just like I am who I am. It just is. And so when you take knowledge and you do it in a destructive, enslaving manner, what's going to happen is you're going to either have a revolt, a civil war, or something. Look at what happened when America first started, and they tried to play with all that buffoonery. And then there was an uprising and it ended. You know what I mean? And now they're trying to hide it deceptively and say, oh, our Lord Jesus Christ, which means I'm a gracious pig. I'm trying to warn as many people as I can. But his name was Yehohanan. But anyways, the point is, or I don't even know. They switched so much information. I don't know whose name is who. All I know is who I am. And that book is whatever. But anyways, you don't need a book to tell you all what to do. You all have it in your heart already. Even if I send them to the river. You guys as Lord, Jehovah, I am gracious salvation says that it's within. And each and every one of y'all, when y'all see somebody being oppressed, it don't matter what color they are, somewhere in your heart, you're like, oh, that's not right. And then the people who ignore that got to go home and cry in the dark and be like, Lord Jesus, I know you're still with me and I'm your servant and blah, 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 blah. Because that's what they used to colonize all this stuff, Jesus Christ and Christianity. Ain't nothing else to lie about. So every time somebody tries, if basically somebody comes up to you and tells you you're going to bow to the harps and flutes, just tell them, well, Daniel didn't bow to the harps and flutes and he was cool. I'm not bowing to your king. And then after that, tell them, the one who they even named said we were the ones that are the gods and they're not supposed to bow to nothing. So, I mean, what else proof do they want? So you really got your own world. You got your own life. And the more if a person is to manifest hatred within and then have amounts of power like these people in Congress and government and these right-wing churches and left-wing body manipulators, it's all which you want to go left or right. I thought the Lord said take the straight and narrow path. So I mean, I don't know how else to say it really. And the only way to take a straight and narrow path is looking my 2 feet or putting my 2 feet ahead of myself. So I'm trying to tell y'all, get this shit together, because it pains me to see how much money and how rich some of y'all people are, and then other people are just, and I'm not gonna lie, it's y'all are doing it to Africans and African Americans and indigenous people in Australia and South America. Y'all build these mega, then what's even worse, every one of the countries do it, but then on their news television they'll say this country's doing it, that country, we got to go to Africa and stop this dictator. So if Gaddafi and all them people was this and that, then why didn't y'all, why? I don't understand it. But then when it come to America, when Abraham Lincoln tried to do it, y'all assassinated him. But the even worse part is dude was a bigot himself. He said he didn't, man. It's like they giving us heroes that smack us in the face. And I'm trying to teach people this, and I'm trying to tell them, but I am not going to be ignored, and I'm not going to be mocked. And I am sure many people understand what I'm saying. But anyways, the point is, I just decided to go for a little walk. I guess it's hot out here, so I'm feeling kind of hot. I can't stand it. We got these Independence Days. We weren't freed on Independence Day. We were still slaves. They made us fight, and then it's foolishness. They made us fight, and then once we fought, they didn't give us nothing. Same thing in World War II. Ghettos and segregation. Then they'll be like, Africa. Man, y'all better start researching the actual African Americans that built this country. The ones that built many different spots, and then their spots was destroyed. And then we was separated everywhere. We is the 12 tribes, but I ain't putting those old fucking German Greek names on my soul. I'm just not doing it. Even the words Yehohanan and Yehanan, that's Latin, so I don't know what the fuck. I know what John and Juan mean. John and Juan is gracious salvation, because I don't need a definition of what my name means. I am gracious anyway, and I've always had the spirit of fire that guides me. On nights when I stayed up after the church said this and that, and I had to sit up through those nightmares and those terrifying ideas and all that stuff. I sat through that. I had to live through that. You know what I mean? All those times the police would intentionally pull me over and start searching my car. And at this gas station clerk owner accused me of stealing a beer because I didn't buy nothing, and I turned all around everywhere. I didn't have no beer or nothing in my hand. Then she's like, whatever, and grabs the phone. I'm on my way home because I see her writing down my plates. And then halfway home, I get stopped by the police and they start searching the car and don't find nothing. It's like, y'all just can't get enough, man. It's like, and then they'll, with the fucking beak of their mouth, they'll get on the news and be like, racism isn't real. I'm Tucker fucking Carlson. I'm right wing, blah, 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 and I know everything. And then that one lady, I think she was something, the Hindu lady, Indian lady getting on there talking about, and the Indian dude. Both of them, they've been colonized by Britain so many times. I can't believe they advocate anything British. Or it's like, I don't understand. Just keep talking. So people just, I don't understand it. You know, I could go down, matter of fact, I could go down the neighborhood real quick and I'll show y'all firsthand. And I'll show y'all what it's like. So you see all these houses and stuff. I'll show you real quick. Hold on. Because you don't know how blessed I am, and I'm trying to give blessings to many. And, you know, it's a little bit mixed, but mostly, you know, Caucasian, that's America. So we're going to take a little walk to the wild side, and I'm going to show you. Because I just want to be a living witness for people who say certain things on the media and try to lie on us and say we all have a choice, we all have a chance. Because okay, if you're an African American and you don't got $7 grand to fix your car that you're already paying 11 grand on, that's only worth 9 grand. You see what I'm saying? Like, first they got me into the contract to sign up for the car. Oh, it was running in. Then 2-3 years later, it breaks down. Got to spend 3 grand while making payments on it. Then another 2 months later, it breaks down after just getting it fixed at the dealership who said they had to do it. So then when they did it, it broke again. Another 2 grand. So unless you got 5 grand car payments, the initial deposit of 2 grand, you know what I'm saying? Like they're playing y'all. And they're sending people to La La Land talking about, oh, just give your life to Jesus Christ. Then they're going to take the payments and the money you don't have. And when you ask for help, they're going to be like, well, here, sir, if you don't give up 10% of your fucking tithes. This is America, man. This is you guys' dream fucking fantasy land. And I'm going to take y'all to another side real quick and show y'all how precious it really is. Because I don't know, man. Saw buffoonery. I'm getting an incoming call real quick. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Just a whole bunch of phone ads talking about, do you do this and that, all this other stuff. Ads. Can't get enough. So yeah, it's kind of hot out here, so I'm gonna just keep on walking and keep exploring this wonderland. Well, Alice's Wonderland, they call America. Because ultimately, right, I'm gonna go fill out my 5 or 6 more applications today, right? And then maybe one of them will give me the gall. One of them will have the gall to be like, hey, we're not hiring. At least one of them will call me back or let me know or email me that they don't want me. But everybody in my house went and got 3-4 jobs in the last 3-4 years. back to back, not a question. It's just so interesting. Am I saying, man, fuck all that. Fuck all that defending this shit. This is what it is. They'll say racism isn't real and, oh, Tucker fucking I'm Rich Carlton. Yeah, that boy. I wonder who people pray to after they've done a lifetime of stupidity. I wonder. So, it's just a question of mine that I don't understand. So I'm asking others. Maybe others can help me understand. After a lifetime of destroying people and their character, and a whole race and nation of people, how do people sleep at night? I want to know, because I try to do the right thing and it's hard for me to sleep at night sometimes. But other people can just run around and do buffoonery. So let's go here. I'll give you a preview before we get here. Look. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that far ahead. It'll be some hoods and stuff. And it's no different than where I'm living, really, if you think about it, because it's right down the street. So let's go ahead and adventure time. Oh boy, getting kind of crispy out here. Whew. Oh, watch out, glass everywhere. Gotta watch out for all the glass. Alrighty. Oh, this lovely land. Alright, let's see here. So yeah, I just really want to connect with people and show them my face and let everybody see, let everybody understand. I'm just trying to really talk and connect with people, let them see, here's a store. A lot of these stores are owned by people who are either from Asia or the Middle East. African Americans will not and probably cannot get loans in this civilization, and if we do, it's going to be for a food spot probably. And I mean, people could get on here and call me a liar, maybe I'm lying, but I just want to show y'all some stuff, the real America. Because for not only did they lie about history, but when you really wake up and pay attention to your surroundings, you start to see like man, we really here. We really, look, there go the abandoned school over there, and this, I don't know what that is. That's abandoned. Yeah. So let's go for a walk on the wild side. See some monuments. What's up, my guy? Yeah, not a word. Yeah, I ain't gotta lie. So let's just go ahead and keep moving. Because if I lie, why? Let's see some more things. And y'all will think that was for dramatic effect. You think I know that dude? I could go, oh, but then once they realize, they'll start saying, oh, hello, how you doing, sir? How you doing, sir? That's what it's like, called being like a thief in the night. Like what they call it, Jacob when he scouted the land. And they could see all what was acceptable and whatnot. Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah. Goes to show, well, while one may be some way, another may be totally cool. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I am the way I am. His character is how people act and how they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, take a walk through you got the projects and whatnot. Oh, it gets better. Don't worry. But anytime that's why some people don't watch the news a lot of times. Because when you watch the news, they're giving you a narrative from some rich billionaire, and they're trying to inflame you to, what's up, brother, man? And they're trying to inflame you and get you to totally not realize what's happening and what's real. They give you a reality so that you can argue and fight. You notice how all of a sudden Kendrick and Drake are everywhere. Let's fight about Kendrick and Drake. But in reality, all these starving poor people, they keep talking about the tribes or religion. It's African Americans, Native Americans, poor whites. They have walked all over us, put us in different, the ghetto is no different than the trailer park for Caucasians. They've done it to them too. There are certain ones that if you're not a part of their family line or family whatever, you live in these areas. And it ain't no joke. And when you get out, you're given an option. You can either conform to whatever they want you to do, or you can basically get fucked off. That's how it works. It was a little squirrely. He came for action. But no, basically that's how it works. You either a part of their little cliques, or you get picked up like sticks. That's how, I mean, if you even pay attention, why do some channels have I'll give you an example. There was this dude named the Big Howard, I think his name is, or the Big something, and he just came out. And in 1 year, he got like 40,000 subscribers. And I'm like, man, dude, blowing up. What the hell? And I watch his videos, and it's like African Americans don't know how to act. African Americans ghetto. Niggas don't know how to act. Niggas only love booty. Niggas. Oh, and the commenters are mostly Caucasian or have avatars and are Caucasian, just like the Hodge twins. We are in a fucking system of buffoonery, man. And I'm about to change all that. And so with confidence comes pride. With pride comes true power. Because they'll tell you the ego don't matter as these kings and these popes and everybody else hoard all your money and then destroy the ones who are actually giving you all wisdom. The true wisdom of knowledge. The true understanding. So, you know what I'm saying? I am who I am. I am that which sends anything But I don't think people understand yet. So, but something else I want to talk to now for the people that are feeling down, because it seems like the churches, they talk about tithes a lot, but they don't seem to get it. If somebody's paying you, you should help the community. Maybe have a soup kitchen every day. Maybe if your job is to only do the word and you're getting rich from it, then maybe you should set up labor in your way, like soup kitchens. And because if I had money, I could help fucking people, but I don't. I get mocked. I get laughed at after being robbed of wisdom, if that makes sense, and understanding. So it's like, I don't know how to explain it, man. All that Esau and Jacob shit, and they still don't understand. So, all right. A lot of times when I make videos, I really don't even think people are listening or watching. I think some people maybe mock me or something sometimes. I don't know, but that's just a thought. Hopefully I'm not being mocked, because I'm trying to warn people what's going to manifest, but I don't know, man. I done went way off path. I done went way down the block. Oh, I'm supposed to be showing them this because it's like depressing, dude. I don't. Just go back. Hold on, show them this one too. Look, you got the average neighborhood store that still ain't owned by African American, but it's run to the dirt. Somehow this is still standing. They sell all type of cigarettes and cigars. That's what you can get if you don't have transportation. You get bags of chips, cigarettes, cigars, overpriced meat. You could possibly walk to the store in this blistering heat, or if you have money, which nobody has, then you can get to you'll see people complaining, I don't make enough at work, and I don't, even when I had a job, you guys never heard me complain about I was happiest person on the planet. Now it's like, I don't know. And it's really interesting that as soon as I started making these videos in a manner talking about reparations, paying back my people, and helping people, and talking about the church, I instantly lost my job out of nowhere. My car breaks down. It's like the more y'all do to me, the more y'all make my portion true of the prophecy. Y'all just, and people will be watching me and be like, I don't understand what this means. Don't worry. It'll probably make sense in the future. I'm not saying I'm back to the future or anything. I'm just saying a lot of people run a script, if that makes sense. Form of programming, lines of code, words, books, whatever. When you hear them talk, they'll say blah 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 said, or in this book it says. They're telling you they don't have no source. They're just quoting shit. And then they'll try to, with their source, after telling everybody they have no source, try to tell people what things mean and shit. So I don't know. I just all right. So enough of that. For anything else, have a beautiful day. For anybody that can prosper, I see videos of people talking about it's hard to survive. I don't blame you. It is. I mean, but I've always known this. I've been just trying to give, because y'all don't think I don't know it's hard. Once I was kicked out of my parents' house, I was running around the street for years until I started going to college for myself and getting kicked out by different people, because it's not. This one time I paid somebody $950 to live with them for 3 months, and they agreed to it and all that. It was just a spot, like in the house. So I think it was like in the living room. I slept on the floor and stuff. And after like 3 weeks, I think they spent the money and kicked me out. This is life, dude. It's like, and then I'll see people talking stupid, and they're getting fans and millions and all type of, it's like, what's happening? And then I'll come with logic, and it's like, that what they'll say, it's a free country, you can say whatever you want. Then they'll be like, whoever says this or that, we're going to censor, and we're going to this and that. So then they'll give all the reverence to Judaism, I guess. Now I don't know what's going on with that. So then I guess that was always the plan. Prove that this pagan God isn't real. And then once they prove it's not real, oh, Judaism was right all along, we have the spirit. But what is a Judaism? It's like a mind. So anyways, any of you who can survive in there, any of you who are a counter product in this, whatever this is, life, I guess, because can humans be this smart and stupid? So I don't know, man. And then They'll listen to somebody talk about the Anuki and the origins of the Garden of Eden and give them 450,000 subscribers. But me, I give logic and reality, and I'm like, we don't want that. Suffer. It feels like this is almost like a show, like the Truman Show or something like that. And I wouldn't even necessarily say a show, maybe like a system or something, if mankind did make systems, or man, or whoever the fuck y'all languages. And it feels like the system is punishing anybody that awakens that's not a part of their agenda. It's like, we want this to happen, and if you try to stop it, you're gonna suffer. And I don't know, man, I ain't with the shit no more. This shit is here. So I'm about to do something very beautiful and drastic, not in a harmful or hurtful manner. That's not what I mean. But things are changing now. No more of this bullshit. No more of this fake affirmative action that only helps white women. No more of this fake public bullshit. Sorry, any of this shit. It's all bullshit, and I'm tired. Everybody that's in power is going to either one day lose it or lose themselves at the moment, because they have not done a single fucking thing to help me or my people or any humans. So that's just a warning. I get really frustrated sometimes when I see elderly people getting tickets on their doors and all type of crazy stuff going on. More beautiful scenery, but you go out by that lake, boy, and all them boats and all them doctors who are dying. Tell y'all, the pastors who are putting it in y'all heads and using words from thousands of years ago, and then the doctors that live right next to them on the yacht, and all the corporate owners and whatnot that make you all advertise while feeding you lies. So here's what it is. Gets really hot out here sometimes. Whew. Just head back home, and I think about all the people who can't head home. You see what I'm saying? That's what people are like, he's vain. Y'all have no idea what I think about, man. I think about all these people that have been tormented in psych homes. I think about all these people that are sitting. I could go that way down the street, and it's a whole bunch of people begging for money and jobs, just begging for some help every day. But these millionaires, they got it figured out. So sometimes you have to go against your original thought of being merciful, and sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Here's the abandoned school. I wonder if you go through some of these neighborhoods, the rich neighborhoods, how many abandoned schools, abandoned half of them stores, abandoned. I might see a couple cops flying by to make sure I don't got alcohol or drugs and shit. You know what I mean? So what do y'all want from me? Look, even the playground. They building a playground at an abandoned school for all the people who can't. This shit crazy to me, bro. This shit is so funny to me. Hold on. Here goes the abandoned school. It's still far. It's still a little bit of ways. Here's the abandoned school. And I don't know if the playground they're doing construction. When you go to these rich neighborhoods, I wonder how many playgrounds while kids are playing on it have mounds of dirt still there. Just dirt everywhere. Look at all this construction where kids are supposed to play. I wonder if you go to the east side and the north side, would it look like that? And then you'll see them, they get on the news. There's no more racism. We're all equal and it's just all perfect. Yeah, okay. It's so hilarious to me. They just all so full of shit. And then they want us to live through it. Oh, just give your life up to the blah, blah, blah. And you're going to be healed and everything's going to be okay. While they just continue to manipulate everybody in society. Full of lies and bullshit. And so, see, I don't even know how to really explain it, man. Hey, it's just everywhere. My girl get home, I could go take a trip to the lake and show you how they live, and I can show you inside where the nicer spots are, how they live in. And they got everybody else in bullshit. You know, say you can go get it. No, you can't. Go to Google. Go to whatever source you have. Ask them what licensings and laws and money you have to have. If I was raised up in the poor and I went to a poor school and I never had a chance to go to no fucking college, then when I go to community college, I have $10,000 in debt after being told I get a FAFSA. pay that back with a few tax returns when I do get out. Then I get to work with elderly people wiping butt and around psychotic people for years and years, get no compensation, no nothing, over 11, 12 years been a CNA. And now it's just like, good luck. We're gonna fire you for no reason because people in a, it's like, I'm not gonna bring that shit up, don't worry, but it's like, oh, trust me. Because the only time somebody will ever watch me is if they feel like they can accuse me of something. That's how it works. I give out perfect information and knowledge all the time. But as I was just saying before, this abandoned school now, look at the half abandoned playground. Oh, but life is so beautiful in America. So this is my warning to everybody. I want to play this game, whatever it is, life or whatever. I'm just telling y'all, it's going to be rough. And if you're not rich, or if you're not a part of some royal family or family, you're going to be out here looking ridiculous. They keep talking about they'll keep pushing that book around, we're still in bondage and blah, 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 but won't do nothing to try to get out of the bondage. I tell them, I am who I am sent me. Moses is dead and blah, 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 blah. All right. But then they'll hide under Moses and send people to Paul and Peter and Noah. It's like impossible to teach. Oh, look, it's just so amazing. Look, so abandoned. So abandoned. And then we can go 3 blocks that way again, and I can show you where a bunch of the people are sitting on the corner begging for jobs and change. And then I can show you all those other they turn an abandoned school into an apartment complex. So now low income gets to all live together in a apartment school. But y'all gonna continue to pay Trump and his Trump towers. And he talking about, I'll accept 15, 25 donations here and there. Are y'all kidding me? Trump is from Germany. Nobody's listening to me. All of us, Native Americans, African Americans, Hispanics, racism isn't real. When I say that, I'm saying races aren't real. It's a construct they created to make us hate each other, so we could all be poor. Which one of your gods has helped us not be poor? They are manipulating people with this book, and then if we don't conform to it, they attack us with it. People, this what really infuriates me about African Americans in my community. People will be like, oh, Uncle Tom, massa, but they will follow words from a German Roman book until they die and won't listen to me. And then when I say Isis-Rael is a mix of Shem and Egypt. So you got the Isis-Ra, even those are Semitic. They came and mixed into it. It was the fiery falcon of Mayats, Atam. But what do people do? The God of Shem is blessed. These people have enslaved Africa, America, South America, Australia. Every country has been colonized. And it's not getting better. Every freaking day. Donate to our church. Donate to the Jehovah's Witnesses. They're not feeding the poor. And then these corporations get on TV. Oh, red and left and right. Plantation is a transliteration of corporation plants. A corporation plant is a plantation. Spell it out on paper and see if I'm lying. I told you all it's going to go from, first it was in England and the Anglo-Saxons took over the British and all that, and Rome and all that. Then they came to America and Australia and Canada and South America. It's English. They're German. That's like if somebody goes, that's like if all these 3 nations go, we're of Abraham. America is from Germahan. German. It's a German word. All English is. And I'm trying to teach people. They'll be like, are you a black Hebrew Israelite? Are you not listening to the fucking words y'all are using? That's Semitic. From when the Hyksos came to Egypt. They're Asiatic. Even Hebrew never existed before Asians came to Africa. I'm trying to tell people this to the best of my ability. So I'm going to walk down this block now, show you how messed up this block is. And for every step I take, I want you to remember every time they say, oh, the church is righteous. Oh, racism isn't real. Oh, America's so perfect. House after house abandoned. Messed up lots and stuff. Where's the taxes going? Because if I don't pay taxes on my check, oh, we're gonna do this and that. They're putting notices on old people's door. Lawns aren't cut. 80 fucking years old. So I tell the neighbor, okay, let me cut your grass a couple times. But there's another guy that does it all the time. Sometimes he helps me. This shit is crazy. Y'all are talking, the Matrix and red and blue pill. What the fuck does any of that mean? We're still in bondage. Then the Germans will get you guys to call yourself a pig because sus means pig. Martin Luther hated the Catholics who used Jesuits, which means I am. So he said, let me write a 95 thesis. Let me do all this stuff to the Jews and hate all these people. And he created Jehosus. But I can only say so much because people will mock me. They will create things like psychology and say, this is what I'm talking about. Ask any of the doctors what God they believe in. And their book's going to tell them that the shit they've been calling people is delusional and schizophrenic. I don't give a fuck which, or are they atheists? Where did atheism come from? But not believing in a God. So you have to have a God first to be an atheist, or else it wouldn't exist. So I know I feel like the fire sometimes, but that's how I gotta be. I gotta be real with people sometimes. And the few people that do watch me, perhaps they can learn and wake up and grow and start to help other people. Because when I say donate, I'm not talking about the few poor people. I'm talking about these rich corporations. A food drive. You go to any food drive in America and look at the expiration date on the food. What they're doing is they're giving out a bunch of close to expired food they couldn't sell. Then after they give all this food out, they got to push it out at a certain time, or else it's going to be bad, or else it's going to go bad. Then at the end of the year, they corporatize on this and have tax cuts and tax breaks. Go find out how much billionaires paying taxes. And they're the ones that's supposed to be feeding us. People will be like, it's not a billionaire's job to feed the land. How did he get the $1 billion? How did he get the $1 billion? Okay, you got all these corporate people, right? Bill Gates, $65 million yachts. This fucking preacher, $25 million jet. Singers, $50 million jets. Oh, I heard somebody say something real wise. They'll give them all these damned albums talking fucking all this language, right? Then one album they'll give them talking about the Lord and how he saved them. That album won't get no publicity, none. It won't have nothing to do. They'll get a speech and they say, I thank Jesus Christ, the pagan god from Rome, and God, the pagan god from the Greeks and the Germans. And then with a straight face and behind closed doors, they'll say, oh, the black community, we gotta be real. We gotta be real. I can't make it up. Maybe life is but a dream. Because when apparently free will leads to stupidity, pure fucking nonsense. Listen, people, when I say it's not just any specific color, anybody, different people, everywhere, and I'll show y'all it all. Y'all don't gotta go to them fake pages that say, oh, we're being blessed all the time. Oh, life is so perfect all the time. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Nah, now it's gonna get real here. Because as long as people play in their little fantasy land, the children will keep being enslaved with our garbage over and over and over. Every time somebody tells me the Lord Jesus or somebody saved them, nuh-uh. He would have killed you 2,000 years ago. He would have killed you 1,000 years ago. Who I am, the flesh that's attached to the I am does. When fear comes, who runs and gets me safe? When I'm crying at night, who stays up with me? When I have to deal with all these feelings and emotions, who gives me words of wisdom? Me. But they gonna keep trying to put you guys in cages. Religion, false lies, psychology. So this man, the man I was just talking about, Big Howard or Big Ron, whatever his name is, he got like 40,000 subscribers. I'll put him in my community page in a second. He just got 40,000 subscribers. And I watched him, and some older African-American man, I believe he is, he was arguing with the man on the screen. And I was thinking like, he was like, man, I fear for my life. I fear for my life. Get this crazy man off the screen. And then they started talking about him. Well, 2 people later, an African-American woman got on there and was like, I want to talk about the mental health community and my sons are in the army and the military. Two concepts that bump. Because if you want to talk about the mental health community, why the fuck are you got sons that's killing people? So, back to logic. So then she said, I want to talk about the mental health community and how people with mental illnesses really need help. Oh, really? So then I went to go see what fueled that man to attack him. All his videos. Niggas only love booty. Niggas only chasing after this and that. This why niggas can't get nothing in life. Niggas is dumb and don't niggas. Oh, mental health. That man's attacking him for attacking his character. I'm telling you, this is what they do to all people. And they've been doing it for a long time. And I'm really getting frustrated. What they they loved Martin Luther King at first. Oh, they loved him. Oh, we're all gonna hold hands and be equal. Soon as he said we need reparations or recompense, that's when it was over with. So that's interesting to me because y'all Lord Jehovah, I'm Gracious Salvation, says that my name, so funny. The Lord Jehovah, Gracious Salvation, said that y'all should give to the poor. Said, I am spirit, so why are you building temples? And all this bullshit. Instead of feeding the poor and helping them, right? So, oh look, no, more ghettos. These are my neighborhoods. Look, the ghetto, the houses went away. Oh, those are the houses on that side, right? Does it kind of remind you of Israel and Palestine? So then, oh, they'll go and say Hamas. So, by that argument, everybody that's German, everybody that's Roman, will have an eternal stain on their name if Palestinians can't be forgiven. If you do not stop killing Palestinians and colonizing lands, you will all be utterly destroyed. Take it how you will. Have one of your doctors come diagnose me with what you will and see what happens. I will not be encaged in this bullshit system no more. African Americans even sitting on construction sites on the side, sweeping stuff up. Got us doing dirty work. Racism ain't real. All these Native Americans caught on their land, stuck. Because people decided they wanted to come kill everybody. Then y'all give us Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, who said, I don't give a fuck about blacks and I could care less about the race divide and whites are better. That's who I've been praising in elementary school all my fucking life. The Star Spangled Banner that says hairlings and slaves and Negroes will never prosper. And y'all get mad when I won't bow to that? Okay. Okay. You see, when somebody's blinders are removed and they can finally see straight, it's no more bullshit. Nobody's going to come up to me and say, oh, the peace of Jesus Christ. Because then I'm going to give them the sword of Jesus Christ. Nobody's going to come up to me and tell me you need to do this and that in life. Or it's going to be sent back to the user, if that makes sense. Because I am sick and tired of living in this system of oppression and hate. While other people give loving words, like the rabbis I watch on video every day, that give reverence to Hashem, Hashem, Hashem. Oh, Hashem. Where the fuck did those Europeans get Hashem? They don't look like they giving reverence to Hashem to me. Then we'll say, okay, well, let's go find out what Hashem is doing. Shem. Oh, the motherland is enslaved. Are you kidding me? Okay. So, let's see where this came from. The first pharaoh, mean armor. Okay. Egypt and Babylon got fucking one coming. Do you not understand? Y'all continually perpetuate this bullshit and keep all these people in chains and keep them down in the dirt. So, here I am. The point of me doing any of this is I want y'all to, anybody who's listening, enjoy and understand what I'm telling you and waken. I am who I am. Anybody who wants to mock me, I am ready. I promise you I am. Because if doing that which is right is wrong, y'all had Barnabas before. You want him again? And again and again and again? But they don't understand what I'm saying, so let me calm down for the streets. Look at me like I done lost my motherfucking mind and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes anger, I think I'm gonna do a random survey. Hey, can I ask you a question real quick? Do you think that the state of America is total bullshit right now and they got us in a loophole in a cage?
Oh, no.
You don't know? Would you rather be driving?
Probably.
Yeah. He said, I don't know. Oh, Aaron, I'm coming for you. This book. I'm finna fuck this book up. Yeah, I'm so fucking mad. Y'all, some people don't believe in being born again. They listen to Jesus all day long and know what it means to be born again. They don't understand what it means to awaken. They don't understand what it means when I say the word in the spirit. So, you all continue playing. I'm gonna continue walking and doing personal research every day because I already know it all. I already know. But now I want to document it. Now I want to show it. When I go to different areas in this lovely country and show different aspects of this country, I want to show it in real time now. Because, oh, I just love it so much. How somebody could be walking in the heat. And if I say, oh, do you like this system? Oh, I don't know. What? They're in there like swimwear. So, anybody who can hear me and awaken, they'll call me different names to confuse people. They'll say I'm Neo. They'll say I'm Joshua, all these names, but won't give reverence to the Most High. I am who I am. I am Simi. So, carry on. Oh, look. Hope you don't need assistance walking. The limbs of the trees fall all the time if you see in my backyard. But I don't have $10,000 a tree branch. What the fuck is this shit? America. This shit crazy. And I kind of came out early. It's still early because, I don't know if there's an internal clock or if there's a certain teaching in there, but apparently we only wake up at around like noon, 1 o'clock, unless we don't do that. And then we go work for the man. And then we'll look at the people that wake up at noon and be like, oh, look at those. And then the people that wake up at noon will be like, oh, look at those house. It's like, get us to hate each other some more. So, I don't know, man. I could honestly go up to 100 people and their reactions to me might be kind of scared. They'd be like, oh, you seeing one person out of different people I interacted with, one African American, 2 Caucasians so far. First one, second one, what's up, bro? Third one, I don't know. What up, bro? Hey, how's it going? See you later, man. In exile in my own land. So, anybody who want to keep playing with this book, anybody who want to keep playing with the product, they keep saying, move to Africa. So this is what you're doing. You're living in this. So think of 2 playing fields. You have one super fucking oppressed country over a continent who's been getting oppressed for so long they don't know what to do because they're just being stomped. Then you have the people who got some sort of a blessing after 400 years of enslavement and murder, and now they get to be free and poor. So if you're free and poor, because our poor isn't Africa's poor, and I don't know if it's like deep racists that are getting people to come out and teach people to go back to Africa so that they can like get rid of us or something. But you go to Africa and what are you gonna you gonna go build a business there? I'm not being funny. I'm not saying hate the motherland, but it's all locked. It's capitalized. You don't think these oil companies and churches and what are y'all doing? So, I mean, I guess what I'm teaching is to build some kind of unity. I mean, when you build unity, you don't gotta hate people. You can be like, okay, they're different, I'm different. Let's come together, learn. If I'm starting to feel hate, the hate is within, but they might have offended me, so I can speak on it. And if we can't come to a consensus, whatever, new subject, new something, fuck it. Because, holy fuck, there's something about actually feeling. Before, I could be like, I don't give a shit, let them. But now, oh my goodness, I hear, I see, I feel. It's fucking frustrating. I see these people in these Jesus chats, in gamer chats, giving hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars to different influencers, but won't go down the fucking street and give a homeless man a fucking sandwich. Won't build a homeless shelter where people can actually sleep and live, and all this other stuff. They keep talking about people stealing or thieves, because when you're fucking hungry long enough, you're gonna steal some shit. Will you accuse a man who's dying of stealing bread? So then people will be like, he said thou shalt not steal. It's just they don't figure it out. They don't understand. So, I don't know, man. I'm trying with my words. I'm giving faith to the word and spirit. I'm trusting in it like my other brothers or whoever else. And hopefully somebody will hear me one day. Hopefully somebody will be able to fix all these broken neighborhoods. Oh, back to the abandoned, whatever that is, next to the abandoned school. Oh, I walked past the other school that was turned into an apartment complex. So yeah, so now I'm thinking I should go home and shower, but with all the people that can't shower, with all the people that ain't got nothing to eat. All right, chill. So I can only do so much. I can only say so much. I can only teach so much. And I can only reach so many people. Anybody ever ask me why I didn't change nothing? I don't have no money to change nothing. I don't have no resources. We have been enslaved for I don't know how long. It still lives. They'll use names like Martin Luther King and different names, but so they use Martin Luther King like Peter used John. They're hiding up behind you can live and do anything, and they're honestly living and doing anything. So sorry about like 5-10 seconds ago, man. It's hard for me to talk about certain things. Talk it, speak it, make it and bring it to existence. Okay, disclaimer, if you don't like people being fake and you think I'm being fake, just turn off the stream, but I'm trying to be as real as I can. There's still people being killed in different countries. People still enslaved. America's like the PG version of this shit. I mean, they still choking African Americans and arresting them and shit, but oh my goodness, in Islam and different places in Africa, they literally walking without water and dirt roads and stuff and still happy playing soccer and shit. So that's why I feel like I can't complain. So maybe one day people figure it out. I guess today ain't the day. This ain't the lifetime. Sorry for getting emotional. I just feel like if a man doesn't fully express himself, an aspect of him could be missing. Sorry, that's my alarm. So yeah, that was my little walk. That was my little rant. I'm sure it will do nothing. I'm sorry for what I just said. I'm sure it'll reach many people's hearts and they will understand and start to change. And I'm sure many things will begin to get better. So that way people aren't terrified and can love each other. I'm confident that the world will change and we won't have to destroy each other for whatever reason. And different people, the car dealerships will sell you a car, whether they sell it right out or payments. I'll give you both my experiences. I have 2 cars right now. The one we bought a long time ago, I put the down payment on for my girlfriend. It was from a dealership in Springfield. And oh my goodness, that's what boxers feel like. So it was a down payment in Springfield. And when I put $1,500 down, and the car I think was like 14 grand or something like that. And it's like a 2000. We've been paying on it. And like 3 years later, it completely broke down. It was doing some stuff before that cost money here and there, but now it was like breaking down. So then we took it and got it fixed for 3 grand. He opened the whole hood and said, "This is everything that needs fixed." Got the car back 2 months later. It broke down again. Went do. Started saying StabiliTrak and started doing this weird jumpy thing, but I could still drive it. I didn't want to test it, so I had it towed to the dealership. They took it apart, and then I called like 2 weeks later. It was still took apart. I was like, "What the?" So then they put it together, and they was like, "It'll be $2,100 to fix." I was like, "What? That's 5 grand on a $14,000 car. That'll probably be a $20,000 car after interest." And 3. So then the other car, we got this one. It's a beautiful car so far. It's a SUV. This one's $1,500 down, same, but then we put another $500 down, made it $2,000. And the car was $6,000 or $5,000. Now after payments, it'll be $12,000. It's having a couple of problems, so it's gonna have to get fixed. Me losing my job and apparently finding a new job being like playing a game of chess. Hello, brother. So there's another hello. Thank you. So yeah, it's like a game of rabbit hole bull crap. So I'm trying the best of my ability to conquer and be a survivor. When I say that, that doesn't mean I'm not going to conquer and survive. I'm just giving helpful words to help others if they need to hear. Don't let anybody ever tell you can't do it, because apparently I was awakened in Nuttown, USA, Crazyville, surrounded by the world that's even worse. So I don't know, man. Stay blessed, stay beautiful, and I hope you all can enjoy your lives to the best of your ability. And yeah.